Hello, it's Miss Julie from Miss Julie's Virtual Preschool and Crafts. And I am here today to do a fun St. Patrick's Day craft with you. All right, I'll show you the supplies you need and then we'll make it together. But before we get started, please click the link below so that you can subscribe to all my videos and see what crafts and stories I read. All right, for this craft, we're going to be doing cutting and gluing practice. And this is a great fine motor craft. You're going to need some green paper. You're not even going to need a whole piece. You're just going to need a scrap. You're going to need some orange paper. You're going to need a little bit of white or cream paper. This size is all you need. And then you're going to need a black marker, a crayon. I have markers, I also have crayons. And you're going to need glue and your scissors. And remember, when you're using your scissors, make sure an adult knows you're using them, okay? So the first thing is we're going to trace our hand. So I'm going to use my black marker so you can see it, and we're going to trace our hand onto the orange paper. I'm going to point my camera down and show you. There's my hand on the orange paper. And I'm going to trace around my hand. Okay, and then you just connect it, make it rounded at the top. Okay? There's my hand. And I am going to, now we're going to cut that out. Okay? So this is going to be the leprechaun's beard and face. I'm just following the black lines that I traced, and I'm cutting out my hand. Now we're only making the head of the leprechauns today, not his whole body. This is the whole picture. See, so I have to follow the finger lines and cut around, and this is going to be the leprechaun's beard. Does anybody know anything about leprechauns? Yeah, they're funny little guys, right? Do we know if they're real or not? I don't know, there's lots of stories. The leprechauns like to take people's treasure, their gold. Usually you're supposed to see them by the rainbows. They're looking for treasure and gold at the end of the rainbow. And they're up to some kind of tricks, those leprechauns. So watch out. All right, I'm almost done cutting my fingers to make the beard of the leprechaun. They have orangish red hair. And so that's why we used orange paper today. Okay, so here's my handprint. So a regular hand goes like this. And we're gonna turn it upside down. This is the bottom of the beard for the leprechaun. Now, you're gonna use your cream paper because this is gonna be his face. So I'm just gonna draw like a rounded shape. You can do an oval shape if you want his face to be longer. You can do a round shape if you want it to be rounder. And we're gonna cut it out. This is the shape that I did, a circle. And I'm gonna put that in the middle of my orange handprint. Make sure you're looking at your paper when you're cutting and following the lines. That way you don't cut your finger and you're taking your time. I'm going to trim mine a little bit because it needs to be just a little bit smaller. There. Okay, I'll show you the size of mine and then we will glue it together. So there is my leprechaun. I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to put glue in there and glue it onto my orange paper. Combine them together. Okay. Now, our green paper we're going to use next. We are going to make a hat. Because leprechauns like to wear tall, rectangle-shaped hats. So I'm going to take part of my green paper here I have, and I'll show you. Just need a little bit of it. So I have a little scrap of green, and I'm going to draw a rectangle shape onto the green paper. And so I'm going to show you how we do this. So there's my rectangle shape, but at the bottom you make a little, it's called a lip. And it's like a hat, makes it look like a hat for the leprechaun. There's the shape I did. So I'm going to cut it out, be careful again, and then we will glue it on the top of the leprechaun. Now the color for St. Patrick's Day is green. Green, so you're supposed to wear your green, whether you wear a green shirt or green socks or a green dress, or leprechauns wear green hats and green bow ties. And the color for St. Patrick's Day is green. Okay, so I am going to take this hat that I made and I am going to glue it on the top of my handprint. So you're going to put your glue on there and then paste it on there. There we go. Okay, now you're going to do a decorative band on your hat. So I'm just going to draw a strip across it, black. Usually the leprechauns have a black band on their hat. So I'm just coloring another rectangle shape on the hat. There we go, that looks great. All right, now the rest is up to you. How do you want their face to look? Do you want them to be smiling? Do you want them to have a frown? Do you want them to be surprised? So you make your face on your leprechaun, and then we'll hold them up and show each other. I am going to use how do I want the nose to look? All right, there's that. Now I want to draw a little shamrock on my leprechaun hat. I have a green crayon and I'm going to draw just a little clover or shamrock on his head to add to the St. Patrick's Day. Now a shamrock has 3 leaves, everybody. So 3 leaves. All right, I'm gonna hold mine up and show you. You know what? I want my guy to have orange eyebrows. That'll look nice. Okay. There is my leprechaun man for St. Patrick's Day. I hope you enjoyed this craft. Why don't you check out my other videos and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for crafting with me. Bye.